Doing sports talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Because we definitely going to be talking about some concussion in here right now. When we talking these two players. Word has it, Deontay Wilder said he would have beat a prime Mike Tyson. Prime Mike Tyson said he would have beat him, right? And so, of course, Deontay say something. Fans go get outraged immediately. And I did a video last week. I told Deontay, you're going to just have to embrace the hate anyway. Because that's all you're going to get anyway. So it came his way, and it's good. It is what it is. But, when I just read that, I haven't really read anybody what they said or whatever. I just read the title. I'm like, well, yeah, he's going to get that. But just having a little empathy and, being able to put yourself in Deontay Wilder's position, you 6'7" and knocked everybody out that you fought. Do you really think somebody 5'11", 6 feet, no matter what he can do, is really going to beat you with that right hand you have and that jab that you have that beat Chris Ariel into submission with only? Do you really think he thinks that, Mike Tyson would beat him? No, he probably doesn't, regardless of, what others would think. So I don't blame him for thinking that. Of course, he thinks he's going to beat a prime Mike Tyson. And he's probably getting his resolve, his opinion from a prime Mike Tyson. It depends on what you're talking about, because some people, they give Mike Tyson about a 16-month prime. I've said it before. His prime was, August 86, to June 87, with nobody beat him. Get your prime. I always say, get your prime together. 18-month prime? Well, he probably didn't meet you there. Said that before, but, it happens immediately. So what happens is, Deontay Wilder's probably think, well, when Tyson unified, didn't he unify against Tony Tucker, IBF champion at the time? Tall guy, pretty skilled, not one of the best of all time, but pretty skilled, tall guy, Tony Tucker. Tony Tucker, Tyson didn't run through that guy. That was prime Tyson we all talk about. Tony Tucker gave him a fight. Mike Tyson, he won that fight, but he didn't dominate that guy, right? Similar to Deontay Wilder, Tony Tucker doesn't have the right hand Deontay Wilder has, right? So I think Deontay's a little bit taller as well. That's probably what he, thinks. I can be on Tony Tucker's level. We don't want to talk about Buster Douglas because Tyson gets a pass for that for some reason. But Buster Douglas came in there motivated. We were talking about that last week as well. Motivated, just lost his mother, got in shape, was able to move, put that jab in his face, right? And beat him. And let me just make sure, it wasn't like some other fighters like Lennox Lewis, who we're going to get to in a minute, like Lennox Lewis when he got clipped by Oliver McCall or Rahman, right? Somebody got him with a shot, wasn't able to recover. No, Mike Tyson got beat by Buster Douglas, most of the rounds. Pretty much, did he lose one or two? Tyson won maybe 1 or 2 rounds before getting knocked out in his prime. What was his prime over by the time he fought Holyfield? I'm just saying these kind of guys and others, those fights, he didn't run through them. We can't just look at the Michael Spinks highlights and the Trevor Berwick highlights and say that's Mike Tyson's career. There were other fights there too, and there were some close ones in there. Tyson was a bad boy. Bad boy, no doubt about it. But I think that Deontay Wilder probably would have got him too, right? Lennox Lewis, when he fought Lennox Lewis, he was older. Even though Lennox Lewis was older than him, but Tyson was older, so we can't really count that one. But Lennox Lewis, who I feel is, I put him against anybody. He's my favorite heavyweight of all time, period, followed by George Foreman, but I've said that 1,000 times too. Lennox Lewis even weighed in on this. Deontay Wilder said that. He said, no, he probably wouldn't. I'm just paraphrasing. But he doesn't see that, right? Because Tyson was ferocious, trying to kill your ribs when he's hitting you. And so there's an opinion. There's a lot of opinion against Wilder. But I just understand Wilder thinking that he would be able to do that. I would have been surprised if he would have said probably not. Now, sometimes, you're not supposed to compare yourself to fighters of past and things like that, So I don't know if he was asked or what happened, how it happened, but I don't see that being far-fetched. Now, I know we're talking about the heavyweights, And right now they're not that good. And we always say that all of them are not good. We talked about that too, bums and nobodies and whatever. But the thing about it is these are some big guys. You know, they're big guys. And I always say these bigger ones can make more mistakes than guys that are 6'2", 213, 14 pounds. You know, guys 6'7", right? In Deontay Wilder's case, he's about 230 on a good day. But the other ones, 6'6", 254. You know, Jarrell Miller 6'4", 290. You know, those are some big old cats. They can make more mistakes than some of those little ones of boxing's past, right? Even though they were probably more skilled at the time. But, you know, at some point, size does matter. So these guys are talking, you know, about length. You know, Tyson's bad getting past the jab and all that. But, you know, you got a guy jabbing you and you're worrying about a right hand from another planet, right? You're not worrying about a right hand that's just going to tap you. You're worrying about one that they're going to have to wake you up about. That's a different type of defense you have to have. So I know that we're not into disparaging Deontay Wilder, or you guys are, but tough luck. The guy thinks he can beat Mike Tyson, and I don't blame him for thinking that. I think it would. I think he would too, to be honest with you. I think he's on Tony Tucker's level. I think he's on Buster Douglas's level. Those are prime guys, and a couple of other ones in between. So, yes, I think he will be able to do that, even though his resume doesn't state that he's fought somebody on some of those levels yet. But like I said before, there's none of them out there that wasn't either he fought or through association with bums or were doped. The other ones out there are champions and they're trying to handle that business right about now. So let's see what's going to happen in the future. How much flack he going to get for saying that? Because it's coming his way. That I'm telling you, I've heard it already. It's coming his way. But I'm hoping that he doesn't care. And like I said again, to sum it up, Deontay Wilder just needs to embrace the hate. Simple as that. Dome Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.